Hello, hello, hello.
What's going on, guys? Hello, welcome to the Squadcast. We are going to be doing Squadcast episode 61. So episode 61 of the Squadcast is taking place today, and the topics include the 12 Lowrider leaked low-life DLC cars, the non-single-player announcement we haven't received yet, Lamar teased as a possible player character, or a playable character, and then Ill-Gotten Gains Part 3. Now, Ross, what do you think about the first topic?
Yeah, it should be a good one. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hopefully you guys are enjoying, everyone in the stream, on Garrett's stream, on my stream. If you guys are enjoying, definitely hit that thumbs up button, leave a like, turn that thumbs up button from gray to blue. But yeah, we got our first topic today, which is the next DLC has kind of been leaked. And typically we wouldn't talk about this, but it comes from a really reputable source, FunMW2, and there's 12 DLC vehicles, and what's crazy about all 12 of these vehicles is that they're all like just different versions of existing vehicles. There's no new vehicles.
Yep, and I think that's really cool. But
so,
one thing I forgot to mention, that we also have Zach Cox TV with us for this podcast. Totally forgot about you, Zach. We are so sorry.
So
in today's Squadcast, I think that the Lowrider DLC that we were first talking about is a cool concept that Rockstar has, it's been due. Like, we haven't really seen many Lowrider cars in existence in GTA Online, even though they had such a huge role in previous GTAs. I think Rockstar does have some serious plans on bringing a very nice low-life DLC. But is that a confirmed name or a speculated name, Ross or Zach?
No, that's the, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2, it had the codename LUXE, which stood for Luxury, and this has the codename LOW, or Low, so everyone's really split between either Lowrider or Low Life. Now, I personally think it's going to be Low Life, because that would make the most sense. Like, after the both of the Ill-Gotten Gains DLCs, we're totally out of money, and now we're low lives and bums, so that's kind of the theme.
It makes sense.
But Lowrider sounds cool as well, because the Lowrider cars are amazing in the game, like the Mañana, the Buccaneer, Slam Van. I could all different versions of that would be amazing.
Zach, what do you think about this? Like, what do you think about the low life DLC or Lowrider DLC that Rockstar might have planned in the near future for us?
As like a GTA, I would say veteran, but from playing the old games, dude, I personally think it'd be cool to have the Lowrider aspect of it, just due to how cool it was in San Andreas, as well as, I mean, Ross has a good point though with the storyline and stuff. I mean, we had Heist, and then we had after that was it the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the first thing after
Heist, I guess, in the little storyline, and then we spend it with the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1, the Part 2, and then we have the Low Life. That would make the most sense.
I mean, it fits the theme, because, like, I know so many people right now that absolutely have no money, and I think Rockstar's trying to help. Like, right now, even what I'm doing right now, I'm playing the Prison Break Heist, which is double money and double RP, and I know they're doing discounts, and they just did the Legendary Motorsports rebate, so I think Rockstar knows that Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2 were extremely expensive, and I also think they're going to keep that in mind for the next update, which, by the way, when do you think that's coming out? Because I've heard that's already in development.
It has to be within, like, the next 40, 50 days.
So, like, August or September, you think?
For sure there will be a DLC in September. I just don't know what's coming first. They've been talking about, which is our next topic, single-player DLC for a very long time. Ideally, I would love to see the Lowrider DLC first. And you guys in the comment section can let us know what you want to see first. Would you rather see a low-life DLC first or a single-player DLC? Everyone let us know in the comment section.
Yeah, go ahead and spam that. So yeah, if you want to see a Lowrider or low-life theme, spam either that, or if you want to play, if you want to see a single-player DLC, you can definitely spam that as well.
But yeah, I would love to see the low-life DLC come first, even though we've had a plethora of new DLCs.
I know, that's the thing.
I don't know. I'm sort of torn, because I want to see a GTA 5 single-player DLC, and I also want to see a GTA 5 online DLC. So I don't know. It's a strange. It's hard to say. It's hard. I don't know.
I'm torn. I mean, I want to make my cake and eat it too, but honestly, I don't know. There's so many rumors for both. There's so many rumors for single-player DLC. There's so many rumors for GTA Online DLCs. It's like,
funny when a low-life DLC drops and everything in it costs like $20 million to purchase. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, it's like this piece of crap Slam Band 2 is like $4 million.
For $40,000.
I will cry.
Oh my
I would cry.
gosh.
I see a lot of people saying they want to see.
Yo, I want hobo
What about you,
outfits.
Ross?
I'm seeing a lot of single player actually. I'm not even joking. Everyone's saying single player for me.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's kind of a difference.
That's cool to see though that you guys are excited for a single player DLC. Normally, how it works is that a lot of people just do not. A lot of you guys, let's be honest, may have never played the single player. And if you have not done so, myself, Ross, and Zach can easily say we highly recommend you guys check it out. The reason for that is because there's such a good story behind the single player. It really helps you understand how GTA 5 came into existence and what the story is that takes place in GTA Online without you ever seeing it. So there is a story of GTA Online in regards to when GTA Online takes place, etc., and your character that you made in GTA Online and how it comes and how they come to meet with Lamar and all the other characters in GTA Online. So if you have not played the single player, make sure you guys do so. It's definitely a lot of fun. Can you agree, Ross and Zach?
Definitely.
Yeah, the single player, I mean, if you haven't played the GTA 5 single player, I can understand just because Grand Theft Auto Online is so enticing. But GTA 5 story mode was amazing. Like, I've played it a few times, and I still haven't done everything. Like, all the strangers and freaks, all the side quests. I mean, there's 3 different endings. Granted, you could just, like, save right before and experience all the different endings. But it's really one of the best campaigns ever.
Like, in terms of, say, one mission you do one outcome, and then the next mission there's a different one. There's just like multiple ones within each like mission, and I just found that out recently. Thought that was really interesting.
And is this a good transition for our next topic, story mode DLC?
For our story mode DLC conversation in regards to whatever.
So, I had mentioned it this week that I thought there was going to be some story mode information coming out because the guys over at CVG, they hold a podcast every week. It's called like GTA 5 O'Clock. And they said in their previous week's episode that they had some hot information that wouldn't be so hot when the GTA 5 or when their next podcast came out. And so I was assuming, it's like, whoa, what does that mean? Does that mean like there's going to be some information coming out? And it turns out that was just like their thoughts and speculation and opinion. But I really do think it is time for a single player DLC in GTA Online. Or GTA 5.
Definitely agree with that statement. Zach, what do you think? In a single-player DLC life, in a world that they bring a new DLC, let's say they have a new DLC coming out tomorrow, what would you like to see, Zach, in that DLC?
Like a lot of people I've talked to, a lot of people say that the story, and you guys have played it and can either back this up or not, but they say it didn't focus on Franklin a lot. And if a story mode DLC were to drop, I personally think that the trio will still be there, but we'll just stick with one character.
We'll follow the life of one character instead of, following.
Yeah, maybe like Franklin or Michael or Trevor before the story mode took place, which I don't think that would be the case going back in time, but going forward with maybe Franklin and what's going on with all of that.
What about you, Ross? What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's an interesting take. There's a lot of different angles they could do. I'm kind of the opposite way. I don't think that a DLC would exclude any of the 3 characters. I think it would have to include all of them. Just because there's so many people that probably like one character and probably don't like another. Like, I know a ton of people that really hate Michael, really love Trevor, and just think Franklin's okay. And, vice versa. Might love Franklin, hate Trevor. You think Michael's okay. So I think that they're going to try to make it the most appealing DLC that they can by including elements of all 3 characters, just like they did in the campaign.
I think it would be very awesome to see a single-player DLC, to see like the background of Michael Franklin. I've mentioned this various times. The background of Michael Franklin and Trevor before they were Michael Franklin and Trevor of GTA 5, pretty much. So like, yeah,
so like North Yankton days.
Yeah, so like North Yankton days. What Franklin was doing before he met Michael. Like how much trouble he was getting into, stuff like that. Like when he was like really just a gangster in his neighborhood, just doing his thing. Trevor when he was either away from Michael before he knew Michael was dead, or even back in the North Yankton days when they used to do the heist and how they were like such notorious bank robbers back then. That would be cool to see in a single player DLC, but I don't know if Rockstar would do that. The reason for that is because I think they want to incorporate a new character. And this is just going on what Rockstar's done in the past. because normally history does repeat itself. Rockstar has gone ahead and taken characters or elements of a game and included new things that you would have never guessed. Like they'll add a new character to the story mode DLC that was there in the past, but never a huge role. You know what I mean? A lot of people were saying, you know, Lamar might be one of those people, but Lamar had a huge role in GTA 5 single player. He had a few parts here and there, but what do you guys think about that? Like maybe like Jimmy as like a character, or like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I can see Lamar because Lamar is. It's funny because I literally just did a video on this. You know, Lamar was supposed to be involved in the ending, right? Like, Lamar, his voice actor Slink Johnson went to jail in the middle of recording GTA 5, and I think Lamar was supposed to be a big part of the ending, and they had to scrap that because obviously when you're in jail you can't just record. And that's what happened in GTA 4. There were like random side characters that eventually became the protagonists of the DLC. So yeah, I can see that happening. Like one of the side characters becoming what? I think we should leave that up to the chat. What side character would you like to see become the protagonist of the story mode DLC? If that is the case, I'm assuming we're going to see lots of Lamars. Who else could we see? Like Ron doesn't excite me from
like, that's a funny dude. But yeah,
all he does is smoke weed and play video games though.
People.
Perfect. That's like the majority of our audience.
But no, with
it's like a real life
I
simulator.
was gonna say that too. Basically, like in GTA 4, with what they did with that and the 3 characters was amazing. And throughout the storyline, just playing as Nico in GTA 4, you got a glimpse of all 3 of the characters that we get to play as in that game. Like they meet up, and it was something that I never paid attention to when playing the game. And I think you can commentate or back that up too, Ross.
Yeah, basically just like the DLCs for GTA 4, the characters would like collide with each other. So like Nico would meet Johnny and Nico would meet Luis, and it was really cool just to see how the story was tied together. And also the story mode DLC in GTA 4 oh god, I just got cops again. The story mode DLC in GTA 4 like finished some untold stories from the main campaign. So maybe like the Chiliad mystery will be solved in a GTA 5 story mode, or some other mystery that we don't know will be solved in a GTA 5 story mode DLC, which I think would be cool.
I think that'd be really interesting.
I'm seeing lots of Lamars in my chat. Also lots of Agent 14s, if you know who that is.
Well, I think that's going to be a whole separate DLC, but...
you think Agent 14 is going to be a whole separate DLC?
Which would be really cool.
Cue the Illuminati music.
I think...
But you want to jump to another topic,
but
though?
before we do jump into another topic, if you guys are enjoying this stream and enjoying the podcast, make sure you guys do drop a like, show us that support, and of course, interject your opinions, thoughts, concerns, comments down in the comment section, as we can see the comment section, and we greatly appreciate all the feedback you guys are giving. We love seeing what you guys are thinking, especially when we ask you guys for those questions, like what you guys want to see with like a next DLC, what you want to see, stuff like that. It really helps us understand what you guys are thinking about. But overall, let's jump into the next topic, which is going to be an ill-gotten gains part 3. Now, before the chat goes crazy, this is just us talking about the possibility of an ill-gotten gains part 3. Nothing is confirmed. Nothing is, you know, even speculated by Rockstar. They haven't even released anything. We're just talking about the possibility and whether or not if you guys would want to see it. So if you guys are interested in ill-gotten gains part 3, where you have like all the things that we had before, but it's going to cost you like, I don't know, thousands of dollars, let us know in the comment section what you think about that. But Ross, go ahead and take it from here. What do you think?
I don't know. I think everyone is worn out on ill-gotten gains and just the whole theme of everything costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. The outfits alone were hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, I completed the heist that I'm playing right now, which is the prison break one. That took me an hour and 30 minutes. It took me an hour and 30 minutes, and I divided the share equally, so 25% for 4 players, and I only got $200,000. That's like an outfit and a half of the ill-gotten gains, like, outfits. And I think people want a change, and don't get me wrong, the ill-gotten gains theme was really cool. Like, I love the fact that there was obviously the new supercars, and the whole theme itself was fairly exciting. But I think something like we mentioned earlier, a Lowrider, low life, would definitely be a nice change for Grand Theft Auto Online.
Definitely, I think it's just time for a move on from the ill-gotten gains, because the part 2 honestly was a letdown. Like, I wasn't expecting much personally, but it still just wasn't as good, I guess you could say, as the first one, even though it wasn't expensive.
I don't know.
I mean, it was all expensive as hell.
So,
Like that was.
We didn't have a $50 million jet, so.
I feel like if you were on PC, it's much easier to get the money than it was on PS4. On PC, it's like the servers are sort of riddled with modders that just give out free cash. And trust me, as much as I love free cash, Rockstar absolutely hates the fact that people are getting free cash. But I don't know. I'm up in the air about Ill-Gotten Gains Part 3. As much as I would love to see new content, a lot of you guys are really just... It's really divided right now in my chat.
Everyone's saying they want ill-gotten gains, but cheaper. That's like saying you want a Rolls Royce for 80% off. It's like the ill-gotten gains theme is luxury, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's gonna be expensive. But like I said, I think it brought a lot of positive things. Obviously, the 2 fastest supercars in the game are now those DLC vehicles, which is obviously something exciting. We had stated that we had wanted that for a while. Like, we hadn't had a supercar since the Zentorno. But yeah, now I think it's time for a different theme, especially because they did back-to-back DLCs. Like, it would have been different if it was Ill-Gotten Gains 1, and then 6 months went by, and it was Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. But it was literally back-to-back of blowing our money, buying shark cards, expensive clothing and cars. So I think it's definitely time for a
I know
change.
this is a little off topic, but what about all these stunt DLC rumors that were going around? Whatever happened with those? Those die off?
Yeah, Rockstar teased that on their newswire. They said they were going to be adding like crazy stunt vertical ramps, whatever that might be. I think Rockstar is finally going to catch up with the times and understand that people really like the parkour and stunt races. So I think they're going to be creating their own genre, so they can kind of capitalize on that as well, which is cool.
And it's weird because they recently patched the content creator, so you can't make ramps. So I'm so confused.
That was really weird, wasn't it?
It's very strange.
And my team just failed the heist.
Well,
great.
That's what happened.
But with things on the newswire, though, like if y'all remember back in May when Rockstar first put an article out, it was either it wasn't about the ill-gotten gains, but they mentioned the ill-gotten gains, like that was in the article.
Oh yeah, they teased it. Yeah.
Like a similar thing, but I don't know if they make it that obvious by saying, "Oh, we got stunt stuff coming to the game," but
they definitely made it that obvious. They were like, "This is coming in a future update." But they've also said that for other stuff. Like they said, the Rockstar editor was coming to consoles sometime in the summer. And I mean, I know summer's still got like a long way to go, but it's not in the game yet. So
2014. So there we have it.
Anything's
those were the
possible
days.
still. Anything's possible. Rockstar still, I'm sure they have a very solid game plan on what they want to do to their game. We're just gonna have to wait, guys. And I think overall, Rockstar definitely knows the direction they want to take their game. It's just gonna take time. And of course, with every game, you run into errors and problems. And I think it's the situation we're in with GTA Online. I think I don't think it's ran its course yet either. I think GTA Online is still an ever-developing game. I think there's so much the game can bring to the table, so many more changes that can be added. There's just so many things that can be done. I think it's just going to take time. And a lot of you guys are talking in the chat right now in regards to, hey, Garrett, are we ever going to see a new heist? I don't know. Ross, what do you think about that? Like, heist?
I don't think anytime soon. Rockstar mentioned that, like, they tried to put it as gently as they could. They said, heist took a really long time, and it's a production, and I can see why, because not only did they have to like physically create the heist, but you saw that there was voice acting and performance acting done by Trevor, Ron, Agent 14, Lester, so they've got to get all those guys back, do the recordings from there. So it's not as easy as just like loading up a new mission. It's a full thing that they have to go through and do, and I'm sure that obviously it took a while. That's why it took a while for it to get to Grand Theft Auto Online. And I don't know, but there's a lot of possibilities for heists. Like, chat, you guys can tell me what you think of this. There's lots of big locations that I think they could tackle. One of them is the casino, which is a whole nother topic. Another one would be like the IAA building, or an FIB heist, or a maze bank heist, whatever that might entail.
There's so many things that can be done, and I literally think it's just going to take time. That's all we can give Rockstar, because that's all, like, there is to give. Time, because we can't control what they release, and I wish we could just be like, hey, I wish you did like a survey, like, hey, what do you guys want to see next? And they just like let us pick, what do you guys want to see next? And they just like let us pick what we want to see, because that would be ideal.
God, that might be a disaster though.
Cars.
Have you like ever seen Rockstar's comment section when it isn't something like brand new to the game? It's always like, you guys did this wrong, this was terrible, I hated this. It's always just like the worst of the worst that people can say about them.
All the time, just like, I don't know, it's a crazy like fandom, I guess, that people have towards GTA 5 that causes like a disrespect towards the Rockstar. It's like, if they don't release something the person wants, like, F you, Rockstar, suck a dick. Like, what the hell?
And that's why we encourage you to play single player, because there's so much stuff in there to explore if you haven't done so.
Suck a dick, Zach. We don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
We
leaving.
want GTA 5 heists. Now. But overall, I think Rockstar...
A lot of people are saying they wanted mansions with Ill-Gotten Gains Part 3. Like, that was a disappointment. I don't know where the whole mansion thing came from. I know a lot of people are going to say that, like, the YouTubers brought this on. But honestly, it's because so many people were tweeting me that one photo of the dude standing in front of the Playboy Mansion with the Bugatti Osiris, and everyone was like, mansions confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know how that even came to light like that, but I know that, like, mansions have been something that we've wanted for a long time. And I think the whole idea of mansions came from when they released houses as a principal property.
And it had the same interior as an apartment, so expect a mansion to have the same thing.
Those houses were awful, by the way. I remember everyone was so hyped about that. It's like, yeah, let me buy this house. Oh, it's got a 2-car garage like a normal house. No.
Yeah.
It was like by far one of like the... I don't know what DLC that came in, but that was like the biggest letdown.
We need some like interior editors and stuff.
People are saying that they want an El Chapo heist.
That's what the Prison Break is.
The Prison Break
It is the El Chapo heist.
That is so funny.
That's what we're tackling right now. El Chapo.
But I don't know, man. Overall, Ross, like, have you been happy with the direction GTA Online has gone?
Yes, more recently. I think there was a little bit of a lull after Heist and after the PC release, but that's to be expected. And now that I think Rockstar has released all the final versions of their game, which is something you need to consider, that for the longest time, it's like the old generation came out, then I'm sure they immediately started working on new generation, and then as soon as new generation came out, they started immediately working on PC. So their time, I think, was split between what they could do, and now their entire focus can just be like, okay, all the versions are out, it's time to focus on online, it's time to focus on a good single-player DLC, and boom, that's it. So I think that the future is bright for GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online, which is definitely a good thing.
And I couldn't agree more. I'm really excited to see what Rockstar does with their game, and hopefully they keep everybody in the loop. Let us know, like, hey, this is coming next. Are you excited for this?
They have been better recently. With both Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2, they not only told us what was coming inside of the DLC, but also they gave us a release date, which is really rare. They didn't, like, just say, oh, it's coming out at this time, it might come out at that time. Yeah, that was nice.
Normally
that
we
was
see
nice.
A pushback in a lot of companies, especially with Rockstar. They push back their products quite often, just in case you need to polish something or something's not complete. But that didn't happen this time. It actually came through 100%. It was very, very exciting to see that. I was very, very happy to see like they kept to their word. And honestly, I'm just thrilled to see what's next for GTA 5 Online. We don't have any confirmation of what's coming next, but whatever is next, I can guarantee you that myself, MrBossFTW, and Zach are very ready for whatever the case may be. Like, if it's like a story mode DLC, we'll be hyped for that. If it's going to be a multiplayer DLC, we'll be excited for that. I just really, really want something solid, you know, like something that Rockstar will be happy with and the majority of the community will be happy with. I want you guys in the comment section to be happy as well. I know a lot of you guys are very set in your ways, wanting heists, wanting casinos, wanting mansions, wanting new supercars that are better than ever. But I think overall, with the DLCs Rockstar releases, I think there's like a pleasing factor in everything. You know, like an example, the off-road vehicle we got. It wasn't the most exciting off-road vehicle, but it's still cool. It's still a very nice vehicle that they added to the game that a lot of you guys really didn't love as much as I think Rockstar wanted, but that's because I think the T20 took a lot of the focus away.
Well, I think that's because the brawler was terrible.
That too,
That thing's breaking, handling. The lights on top don't work.
Just the fact that like they are moving away from just the typical motorcycle, supercar, sports car. You know, like that very cookie cutter DLC release that they have so far. And I've talked about this before, where asking the comment section what they think about these DLCs that are just, you know, we get new clothes, new cars, new guns, new whatever. Like every single DLC is pretty much the same. If you guys do not know this, they're all the same. They just have new cars or new something.
Same cars, different skin.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, Ross? Like, do you think they're gonna be moving away from that cookie cutter mentality anytime soon?
I don't know. You'd think they'd like to, just because that's what they've done, but at the same rate, if it's working for them. And it's hard to tell someone, well, if this is working for you, do something else, because clearly people are buying the DLCs, people are buying shark cards to afford the DLCs, and so where maybe the community wants to, it might not be in the best interest of Rockstar, and that's, whether we like it or not, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they think is the best decision for them. But I would like to see some variety maybe soon, just because you're right, Garrett, all the DLCs are the same. It's clothes, tattoos, cars, maybe some new masks, and honestly, that's about it. There hasn't been anything game breaking, and that's what I wanted to see in Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2. I wanted to see them like add the casino or add mansions or just add something exciting. And while it was a good DLC, it was just the exact same thing.
What do you think about that, Zach?
What's that? Just the DLCs overall, or like
yeah, just how they've been released and how they're very cookie cutter, very like, hey, here's the same thing.
I think if the fans like it and Rockstar knows it, they're gonna keep doing it. Simple as that. Regardless of if maybe they had some outlandish idea to change it up and just do like a classic car DLC or something, I think they'll just stick with what they're doing now because everybody's liking it. So why change it?
Yeah, and that's the argument. Like I said, everyone wants something new, but
not everyone's gonna agree on
it's hard to justify when they've been so successful.
Ideally, I would love to see things someone just commented they would like to see. And you guys leave comments right now what you would like to see add to the game, but someone just gave some really good things. Wingsuit, grappling hooks, crossbow, revolver, flamethrower. Very good things.
We're like merging Red Dead Redemption, Far Cry, Just Cause, Uncharted.
The game like shovels, pickaxe, fire extinguisher, things like that. Throw those in there. Just little things.
We'll see. I think in the near future we might have something hopefully epic. I hope Rockstar's gonna stay on the same track of we're only gonna release one really big DLC a year, and that's what it's looking like right now with the Heist DLC, and with no confirmation of story mode. I don't know.
What was the big DLC in 2013? Was there really any?
The thing is, like, in 2013, it came out in September.
The game came out, yeah.
People were, like, loving it.
What about 2014? What big DLC was in that?
Heist and the story mode, which ended up getting delayed, so we didn't have anything in 2014 at all. So I don't know.
Wow. 1 for 3, boys. 1 for 3. We're doing good.
But I think hopefully Rockstar does release a story mode DLC this year. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen, and I think this is a really good debate that we can talk about. I do not think there's going to be a story mode DLC this year. In chat, you got right now, you'll probably say like 2047 because that's probably accurate, but what year do you think the GTA 5 story mode DLC is going to come out? So if you think it's going to come out in 2015, spam 2015, 2017, 2017, because the reason I say it's not going to be coming out in 2015 is because there's a process to release a story mode DLC. There's got to be trailers, there's got to be announcement, there's got to be screenshots, there's got to be all these different things. They can't just say like, here you go, here it is. In fact, they do commercials for the story mode DLCs, so
2016.
Do you think
it's a process. Yes, it's going to be like $20, no doubt.
Now the question is, guys, and everyone in the chat, are you willing to pay $20 for a story mode DLC? Let us know in the comments section. I know you guys are used to free DLCs, but let us know what you guys think about this. Would you guys pay $20 for a brand new story DLC that introduced a new character, had a new story, and was like the Ballad of Gay Tony, like that, you know, that huge, like that big, that extensive? Let us know in the comments what you guys think right now.
I mean, I know what my answer is, but I also remember what it was like when I was 14, 15, 16 years old. Like, 20 bucks is a lot, like, especially when either you don't have a job or you don't have much, and making that decision could be big. Like, that might be your free money for the month. So I understand that, and especially since we've gotten so accustomed to saying, like, oh, Rockstar DLC, this one's free, I think everyone's going to be really shocked at first. They're going to have, like, sticker shock at $20 for the DLC.
I think there would be some offended fans. They'd be like, "What the heck? Why is it $20?"
We've had to buy the game 3 times, so
yeah,
that is true. I have bought this game 3 times.
and we've paid top dollar twice.
We paid some top money to get these games.
I think we spent over $1,000, like $800 or yeah.
Combined, all together.
Wait.
Oh, no doubt, combined all together, we spent over $1,000 on GTA. That's scary.
Ross,
worth it.
Ross
Hashtag
Austin
worth
and I
it.
Bought GTA 5 on Xbox 360 for $80.
Early. Oh, I paid more than $80.
Okay, so it was like, let's say together we paid maybe $300 total for GTA 5 on Xbox 360 because we got it, what, a week early?
I had it 4 days early on 360. I paid $120.
Did you get it early as well or not?
nah.
So then after that, we got it for I got it for PS4. I don't. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I got it for PS3 as well. Then I got it for PS4, and I got that early as well.
And Xbox
and
One.
Xbox One, and that costed a lot of money. It's just like endless amounts of money have been spent in GT Online.
And I got my game stolen on PC, so I had to buy another copy.
The struggles. The struggles.
The struggle's real,
overall,
boys.
As you guys can tell, we are huge avid fans of this game. We just can't wait for the future. As I think Rockstar has some seriously good plans for what they're going to be releasing. And overall, we do like to read your comments and concerns about the topics at hand. So if you guys have any suggestions, what you want to see in the
or questions,
or in the future DLCs, let us know in the comment section right now what you guys think. And of course, if you guys are enjoying the video, show us that support and drop those likes. You want to do a like spike, Ross?
A fat like on the video.
You count it down.
Yo, you want to? We can do it. That's fine with me. Yeah, you explain it. I'll give the countdown.
Yes.
Oh, do you want me? All right, here we go. So on 5, you're gonna turn that like button from gray to blue. That's what we want to see. So I'm gonna give you guys a countdown. You're gonna spam like spike in the chat. We're gonna try to break the chat. Something that's never been done, but we're gonna do it. So here we go. As we complete this heist prep mission. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do it.
Yes. Look at all those hashtags.
Do it, everyone.
You guys are breaking the chat.
Holy like spike.
Like spike, boys. Breaking the chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we've come to the sort of end of our squadcast for right now. This was episode 61. Do you want to do some quick shout outs, Ross?
Yeah, we can do some shout outs. I'll go first. I've got some shout outs that I can give. These are people that have contacted me on Twitter. And if you want to go to Garrett's Twitter as well, link in the description. That's easiest place to see a shout out for stream is Twitter. Because like right now, the stream is just completely broken with a like spike. We're not going to see a shout out. So I'm going to give a shout out to, let's see, Rick, Spider, Justin, J. Tizzle Turner, nice name, buddy, Shadow9850, and Mark the Knight 78. Shout out to you guys.
My comments are going out to Reed Condmuller, Kevin Baytoni, Henry Potter, Irish McCarthy, Charlie Bond, and one more. We'll do one more.
Should we take some questions from the chat to end the stream? Kind of like do a like a little bit of a Q&A since we don't have our
and Adrian, the GTA 5 game.
Yeah, so if you guys have a dying question that you want to ask us in the chat right now is the time to leave it. And since it is the chat and it's going to be going by fast, don't leave a paragraph. Leave something that we can see in 5 to 6 words that maybe we'll be able to answer. So we'll let you guys get your thinking caps on, put some good questions in there.
Yeah, really good questions.
And we will.
Let's see what you guys got.
anything about GTA 5, GTA Online, future of gaming, or just about us in general. We'd love to answer some questions as well. I got a good question. This comes from Richard Buffalo. He says, "Hi, Mr. Boss. Do you think there will be a 4th apartment available sometime soon?" That's a really good question. Did you? Because I personally thought with all the new cars, Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2 added 12 new vehicles, that there was going to be a 4th garage. And when there was no garage, I was like, what the heck? Like, where am I going to store all these cars?
I thought the same thing, and I would love to see a new garage too. But we didn't get one. It was unfortunate. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, that would be really cool. I've got all mine filled up right now too, so it'd be interesting to have that in a new apartment, maybe. Add that in there.
When Ross said ask short questions, he didn't ask questions like when did you hit puberty?
Someone just said, "How old are you?" Let's see. I'm trying to look at my chat right now, see some of the questions. Will they add a 20-car garage? I don't know. You'd think if they would have wanted to increase the size of the garage, they would have done it by now.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for, really. It's just more money for them.
I mean, like, I know they could charge like $8 million for a
gold-plated floor
20-car garage. A golden floor garage.
$10 million.
That'd be insane. Let me see. Someone said, "Do you think there will be hydraulics added with the supposed Lowrider DLC?" That comes from Jonalyn Irvine. And this is something that's interesting because Grand Theft Auto 5 has almost been out for 2 years. And one of the few things they've almost never touched or haven't touched is the Los Santos Custom Shop. In fact, the only thing they've added was the Neon Underglow on Next Gen and PC. That's it. Like, hello, I want some hydraulics. Hydraulics, I want some colored headlights, I want some colored windows. I want a disco ball to hang from my rear view mirror when I do my hydraulics, when I hit the hydraulics button. When you click in on the left and right stick, I want to be bumping and have the disco ball going. I mean, come on now.
Angel went ahead and asked, where would you love to see GTA 6 take place in the future?
Oh, this is a good one. I think we should have everyone answer this in the chat. Where you want to see GTA 6.
That's it. Yeah. Everyone in the chat right now, where would you want to see GTA 6 take place? Personally, I would love to see it take place in like either, Mexico or like back in Miami.
Ooh, kind of like Red Dead style.
Or Texas.
Or Vice City.
Texas would be good. Vice City 2.0, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
I think it'll be in like 3 different cities, kind of like with San Andreas, but they're going to be bigger.
They need to go to Dubai.
That
would be amazing.
Seattle. That'd be the most boring GTA life.
Coffee shops and
to anyone living in Washington, but I remember I lived there for a year. I regret every day I lived there.
Someone said London. A lot of people are saying London.
Saying USA. Well,
wow, you're really specific. Someone said the entire U.S. map.
That'd be ridiculous.
Someone said Dubai. Someone agrees with me.
Denmark?
People keep saying Hollywood. We are in Hollywood in GTA 5.
Maybe Hollywood, Florida.
I mean, if you think about it, though, Vice City is the only game that hasn't been remastered in the HD universe. So,
I would say big plans.
That's true.
It's not necessarily a given,
and well, there's other cities that haven't been remastered, like Las Venturas and San Fierro. But yeah, you're right in terms of the main setting city. It's the only one that hasn't been remastered.
DC, White House heists. Okay. Obama, we're coming.
God, Rockstar would be on like the no-fly list so fast if they did that. God, I'm driving right now in game and I'm trying to read the chat, which is just an awful thing to do. Don't text and drive. No reading the chat and driving. Someone's saying Toronto, Canada. I can appreciate some Canadian. I've got Canadian friends.
Canada would be really cool, actually.
Justin Bieber's from Canada.
Best friend.
Yeah, that's my brother.
If you guys can, everyone spam GTA 5 in the chat if you enjoyed today's Squadcast. Really want to thank Zach Cox for being our special guest in today's Squadcast. Make sure you guys check out his channel.
And great porn star name.
And he's a great porn star.
Thank you guys for having me on.
No problem, no problem. But hopefully you guys did enjoy episode 61. If you're doing anything, Ross, where we do wrap up.
Yeah, we were short one member. Austin is exploring some wilderness of the United States. He's away right now. Might be back next week. But yeah, it was a good squad cast. Seems like you guys enjoyed as well. And yeah, I think that's it.
That's all. If you guys, enjoy these squadcasts, let us know in the comment section. Spam GTA 5, and we'll see you guys next week with a brand new squadcast, or later on today with a brand new video / live stream that we do daily. Later, guys.
Later.
Bye.